The Nissan Sentra offers direct common sense and an engaging cost. There's a lot of freight space and loads of space for travelers. It's additionally a simple auto to live with on account of straightforward controls and a smooth driving knowledge. All things considered, nothing about the Sentra emerges in the class. Its base motor is one of the slowest accessible, and even the discretionary turbocharged motor lingers behind a few rivals as far as altogether execution. There are likewise match cars that offer more pleasant insides and more noteworthy degrees of solace and innovation. A decent illustration is the Kia Forte, which has a broad rundown of discretionary highlights at a sensible cost. There's likewise the all-wheel drive Subaru Impreza that has numerous superb dynamic security highlights and driver helps accessible. At last, the Honda Civic, when outfitted with its accessible turbocharged 1.5-liter motor, is our general most loved vehicle in the class. For 2018, Nissan has made minor acclimations to the Sentra's element accessibility. Programmed crisis braking for impending crashes is presently standard on most Sentra trim levels. Unless you're willing to decide on a manual transmission, the valued contrast between the program-prepared S and SV is minor to the point that we'd prescribe running with the Sentra SV. It includes more pleasant upholstery and inside trimmings, a superior stereo, double-zone atmosphere control, and a couple of other engaging redesigns without adding excessively to the cost. In spite of the fact that we're not attached to the languid base motor, the redesigned turbo motor is an expensive expansion that reduces the Sentra's offer, particularly contrasted with focused autos. The 2018 Nissan Sentra vehicle is offered in S, SV, Senior, Senior Turbo, Nismo, and SL trim levels. A 1.8-liter 4-barrel motor evaluated at 124 strength and 125 pound-feet of torque, 130 drive and 128 pounds-to-feet of torque with the S-trim's manual transmission, is standard on the S, SV, Senior and SL models. A 6-speed manual transmission is standard on the S, and a constantly factor program transmission, CVT, is discretionary on that model and standard on all different Sentras. Every vehicle regularly comes in different conditions that are in a general sense comparative. The appraisals in this audit depend on our full trial of the 2016 Nissan Sentra SL, 1.8 liters inline-4, CVT programmed, FWD. Note: since this test was directed, the present Nissan Sentra has gotten a few modifications, including an all the more intense, discretionary turbocharged motor and some trim level and bundle highlight alterations. Our discoveries remain comprehensively relevant to the current year's Nissan Sentra.